Hey guys, I'm going to talk about Styxhexenhammer and his most recent video. Okay, so basically, Styxhexenhammer uploaded this video where he said that Milo Yiannopoulos said this about having, I guess that Milo said that it's fine, which it's not. You should never take advantage of a younger person. That's obvious. But what gets me angry about Styx's new video is that he basically compares unacting pedophiles to alcoholics that lie about their alcoholism. Like he said, he wouldn't want to associate with a pedophile because they can say, oh, I don't act on it, would be like getting in a car with an alcoholic who says, oh, I'm sober, trust me. The difference here is that an alcoholic is somebody that has the urge to drink alcohol and continually does it to the point where they can be labeled as an alcoholic. Whereas a pedophile that has never done that before, it would be one thing if a pedophile has molested children in the past and then is trying to say, oh, I don't do that. No, you should not trust that person. That you should not associate that person. But somebody that hasn't ever touched a child and is someone that has the urges to do that but has never done it before, that's not the same thing as an alcoholic, because an alcoholic is somebody that's weaker and is someone that continually gives into those urges. As somebody that's had a foot fetish and has grown up with one and has gotten ridiculed by it by school friends, I know for a fact what pedophiles go through, and it's just constant ridicule and it's constant shame, and they shouldn't have to go through it. So Styxhexenhammer, he's already wrong in his argument that these people are scum, because they're not. Again, I have to preface that by saying child molesters are scum, but unacting pedophiles aren't. I mean, imagine this, right? Do you know how popular rape porn and rape fantasy, BDSM, all of that kind of stuff is? The fantasy of tying people up. There's so much awful stuff that people get off to. I mean, the whole concept of having sex and getting off is an archaic, very instinctual thing that humans do. And pedophilia is just another one of those really weird, you're not supposed to have things. I mean, by design, we're basically designed to have forceful, dirty, disgusting sex, right? And for a long time, Orthodox religious people were like, oh, you shouldn't do that. You should only do missionary position. But as time has gone on, we've realized, no, that's not really, we shouldn't just be missionary people. We should be able to have dirty sex and not be ashamed of it. We should be able to fuck girls in the ass and not be ashamed of it. We used to be ashamed of anything that wasn't missionary until after you're married. And then, we're animals, all right? So when someone is born in a certain way where they're attracted to children or teenagers, but they know that it's wrong, it's not the same as an alcoholic. Okay, so anyway, to my next point, Styxhexenhammer then said that anyone who defends Milo is banned from my channel. That's what he said. I've been watching Styx since the fall of 2015. So I've been on him for a year and a half now. And I loved him. I've listened to him all the time. I've probably watched over 800 hours of Styxhexenhammer at this point. And it's sad because he doesn't understand that it's not weird to defend these people. It's not weird to defend a pedophile that isn't out there molesting kids, because there's so many of them. I mean, you have no idea how many of these people are out there just hating themselves all the time because people like Styxhexenhammer, who doesn't have any fetishes, who has no idea what a fetish is. These people that don't have fetishes, they don't understand what people with dangerous fetishes, snuff people. Again, I'm not one of those people, but I can understand what they go through. And it's really sad because here I am having to think to myself, man, should I try to defend? I don't know what Milo said. I don't know if Milo said that it's okay to touch boys, because that's wrong. But the fact that Styx doesn't want people to debate him, this is actually something that he's done before too. I was in a 4chan thread with him one night. It was in really early. It was in late January, January 19th or something around then. And I asked him, because he's a civic nationalist, right? And civic nationalists and the alt-right are kind of fighting each other on various things. And I said, why don't you debate a white nationalist? Because I love Styx. Styx kind of brings me back to my senses, because I'm not a white nationalist. But I'm always intrigued by white nationalist arguments, so I would love for Styx to debate one of these people. And same with Stefan Molyneux. He is super cucking on that whole thing. And if Styx would talk to a white nationalist, he could debate them, and I could learn a lot of valuable reasons as to why white nationalism is a bad idea, which is what I currently want to believe. Because white nationalists always want to discuss with civic nationalists. And Styxhexenhammer, again, says, oh, I don't have time to do that. Like, I almost feel like Styx, because, like, I'm not going to lie, Styx is the kind of guy that really believes that he is a greater than human person, which, you know, I kind of think that too about myself because of the music I make. But it's understandable for Styx to think that about himself because, you know, he's really into the occult. He probably thinks he's a god. That's fine, but just because you're a god doesn't mean that you can't argue people who might beat you at an argument. So the idea that he basically said, if anyone defends whatever if anyone doesn't think like I do on the issue of pedophilia, you're going to be banned from my channel because you're disgusting. It's like, dude, you're just as bad as leftists who are like, if you defend racism and Donald Trump, you're disgusting. It's like, don't you understand that you don't have to defend child rapists to, like, not be a retard about talking about pedophilia? Now, in terms of the Salon article, I think that was fine. Like, giving pedophiles a platform to basically say, don't hate me, I don't really think that's bad. I actually think that's good because we shouldn't hate these people. Giving pedophiles a platform to do things is completely different. You know, like, okay, so for example, I saw this WebM on Poll of this, like, dude who's supposed to be John Podesta, like, yelling at kids, like, call me dad, and it, like, scared the shit out of me. So, like, and I've never been on the deep web. Like, I can't touch that shit. Like, it scares me, and I'm really glad that, I know that child trafficking is a huge problem, and I think child traffickers should be killed. Like, I think that child molesters are bad people. Like, don't get me wrong. But it bothers me that I can't defend non-child molesting people without being called some kind of pedo or some kind of bad person. You know, even just because I'm defending these people, I'm told that I should kill myself. I'm told that I should feel bad about it by Styx's followers, right? Because I was commenting in there. You know, it's just so sad that someone who constantly talks about how he's above the left and above people that, you know, you're a racist if you even defend Trump. You're a racist if you defend Trump. You're bad. It's like you can't see how you're doing that right now. So yeah, Styx, I hope you watch this. You're completely in the wrong for wanting to ban people who think that the way you're talking about this issue is completely, like, ridiculous. All right, I'm done.